Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, The Ritual Flow. For today's reading, we are doing a spirit reading for the sign of Sagittarius. So if you are a Sagittarius Sun, Moon, Rising, or North Node, there may be some messages here for you. This is a general reading though, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Not everything will resonate with everyone, and this is timeless as well. So whenever you're seeing it is when you're meant to. All right, let's see what's going on in your energy, Sag. Nine of Wands, Five of Cups. The Hanged Man. Queen of Wands. Eight of Wands. Nope, that's too many. Let's try again. Nine of Cups reversed. Three of Wands. Seven of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. Let me get one more, please. Thank you. Okay. All right. Oh, and on the bottom, we've got Six of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. Okay. So you're sort of feeling like worn down. Like you've been through a lot recently and you're sort of focused on the negative side of that. Feeling disappointed in how something has turned out. And it's like you feel like you're sort of in limbo right now. It's this energy of like waiting around, but it's like it's more of an energy of like not knowing, like you're waiting around because you don't know what to do yet. Like you don't know how to handle the situation that you're in. It's like, yeah, you have all of this disappointment. You're feeling tired. You're feeling like burnt out with something. But it's like you don't know what to do about it. But I don't know, at some point in the like, because it's also like you do know what to do about it. But you're like not doing it. It's because you're not feeling confident about it. You're not feeling sure of yourself in the way that you need to like move forward, take action. It's like you know how to resolve this. You know where to find your happiness. But you're just not feeling confident about sort of like leaving behind whatever's like weighing heavily on you, whatever you find disappointing. It's like you're waiting here because you're not ready, you're not willing to like let it go. You don't feel confident, you don't feel safe about letting it go. You don't have the courage, the strength to do that yet. And maybe that has something to do with like money in some way. Like you feel like you're going to have to give someone money like as you create forward movement for yourself, you feel like you have to give someone money to like keep something balanced. Maybe something about that feels uncomfortable to you. It's like when you're giving money to one person, you don't have it for something else. You don't have it for someone else. It's like feeling like there's not enough. But that's balanced. Like feeling. It's like feeling like you have to take money away from someone to put it somewhere else. I don't know. I don't know what that is, but if that's for you, then you know what it is. There's this energy also in the waiting of you like not being sure what's going to satisfy you, not being sure what's going to make you happy to like move towards. It's like you want to step into the future, but it's like you don't want to go too far in some direction. Like you don't want to find yourself disappointed again. It's like you need to know you're going to be happy there when you get there. But this is a matter of like you have to stop acting like this is someone or something else holding you back besides yourself. Like you hung yourself up here on this thing. You are the one placing yourself like in that middle spot of like letting go of the disappointment and like moving on. You're holding yourself back. You need to take a look at your priorities. You have to like maybe even like write it down. Make it something tangible that you can see with your eyes, that you can like pick up, that you can like do stuff with. Write down like what it is that you need in your life, like what it is that makes you happy, what it is that brings joy, what brings a feeling of like warmth to your life versus like what doesn't. Like what I mean, don't write that down. But just write down the things that are like what you need. And like it'll be clear to you that like some things might be missing Some things might be present, and that you need to, look at how you're acting, how you're like conducting your life in relationship to those priorities, to those needs, those desires. And you will find that some things are lacking that really shouldn't be, and that's the source of your disappointment. And that in order for you to be happy, in order for you to experience a sense of like contentment in your life, feeling like good about where you're at and what you're doing, you have to honor those priorities. If it's something that you can give yourself, you have to like give it to yourself. Or like make any adjustments and shifts necessary to put you in a position where you're receiving what you need from like the elements of your life. Like if you want to spend more time with your kids, like making specific time that you set aside when they're like available to do that. If you want to like communicate better with your partner, like make a point that like you're communicating well with them. And then, if they're not reciprocating, if they're refusing to communicate in a way that is healthy for you and healthy for the relationship, then that priority might be to like make a change. If you're wanting to change some of your habits, like quit smoking or lose some weight, like you need to set goals for yourself and like create like new habits and like make a plan for putting that in your life, like making it a priority instead of something that you just like set aside and like think wishfully about and then feel disappointed when it's not there, when you didn't prioritize it for yourself. So like whatever your priorities are, you need to get clear on them and do what's necessary, like make necessary movement for you to meet your needs or like get them met. Instead of just like, I don't know, sort of feeling like stuck in a situation or feeling helpless. When like you know that something's making you unhappy. Like don't fool yourself into thinking that there's nothing you can do about it. Because you are in control of your life. Okay, let's see what's in this oracle. Trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. Devotion. Yeah. It's like, I'm getting this energy. It's like you have a devotion to like living your life in the way you've been living it. It's like you have a devotion to the past. You have a devotion to your habits because they're familiar to you. It's like somewhere along the way you made commitments and you've just kept them up. And that's not unnoticed. That's seen. That's recognized. And, you know, if one of those commitments that you made is no longer serving you, it's okay to change it. It's okay to alter that commitment in some way. It's okay to eliminate it. It's okay to make a new one that better fits you. Because I don't care if you made that commitment like 14 years ago, or if you made that commitment like 14 days ago, or like 14 minutes ago. It's, if it served its purpose and it no longer works for who you are now in this moment, then it's like past its time. Like it's not relevant to you anymore. It's like this energy of like staying devoted to something out of habit, rather than out of the happiness, out of the satisfaction that it brings you. We need to be devoted to things that reflect back unconditional love. Things that bring us happiness, things that make us feel accomplished. If you're committed to something that's making you feel like a failure, that's something you don't need to be committed to anymore. Especially if you've been trying and trying to make it a success and it hasn't turned out that way. That's your sign that it's not something you're supposed to be entangled with any longer. And you're receiving guidance. Like I said, you know that there's something else like promising for you. You know that there's a potential for like happiness and fulfillment, like somewhere in something else. But your devotion to what you've already started, and you're hesitant to like end a commitment, that's you holding you back from your happiness, from like priorities that are relevant to you now. Yeah. I don't know what that is. It's like something. It's something. I mean, I know I said like all the different time frames. It's something. This is something that you've been doing for years. That's why you're so tired. That's why you're so disappointed. It's something you've literally been doing for years that does not feel aligned with you anymore, and yet you're forcing yourself to stay committed to it, and it's making you unhappy. And you don't have to do that. You don't have to remain committed to whatever is creating a sense of misery in your life. Okay, Lord Ganesh, infinite abundance, obstacles are being removed. Spiritual support and connections are increasing. Divine intervention is occurring. Know that you're being guided. Happiness is your purpose. And that's something that you're realizing. Like, that's why you feel called to, like, move forward. Like, the enticement of happiness is, like, almost, like, something that you can't manage. But, like, the amount of willpower, determination, like, resignation that it requires to remain devoted to something that's literally making you miserable. Like, if you put that same level of determination and commitment and like effort into creating your own happiness, like, you will be living in a whole different world. And I mean, and that's kind of like, that's where you're wanting to move. Like, because right now you're living in a world where things are upside down and the sun, like, never shines. But, like, if you put your energy towards releasing what doesn't serve you anymore, like, really letting it go and accepting your own need to be happy. Accepting your own need to be happy. Like, you would be, like, astonished at, like, how like, satisfied and, like, complete, like, full that you will feel. And you are being guided. You've already received, like signs about this movement, and it's like things like encouraging you to, like, take steps forward. That's why it's like your devotion is, like, so strong that it's like that's the strength with which you have these little, like, rags, like, tied around you. And it's like, this is guidance. You're receiving other guidance. You're going to receive other communication, like, reminding you that it's, like, okay to let something go that doesn't feel right for you to be attached to anymore. Like, I don't know what that is. It could be a lot of different things for different people, but like, whatever in your life is really, like, dragging you down, it's not being a source of, like, radiance, a source of, like, light. I can't. It says the end of a tough cycle approaches. Yeah. Bring love into the situation. Oh, yeah. I mean, we already talked about, like, you've got to let this stuff go. You've got to let go of what commitments are not aligned with you anymore. But, like, it's sorry, my brain is moving so fast. There's it's like you're trying to show love in the situation to this thing, this person, this habit, this whatever you're like keeping up in the past, it's you have this mindset that you staying devoted to it anyway, even though it's making you miserable, is a form of showing love. It's not. That's a form of you making a sacrifice of yourself. And that's not how we show love. We do not show love by being sacrificial. We show love by sharing, by connecting, by like merging, not by like dissolving into someone or something else. Not through like our elimination for the benefit of the other. The most loving act, like whatever this is, like if this is like a habit that you've had for the last however many years, I don't know why the number like 14 like will not shut up, but maybe that's really important number of years for somebody. But like the most loving thing you could do for this like a person, place, or thing that it's a struggle for you to stay committed to, the most loving thing you could do would be to let it go, to let it move on, because it's served its purpose. And, you know, that's not to say, like, be thankful for what it's given you, for what it provided to you in the past. And, like, be grateful for your interaction with it. But it doesn't create love to hold on to something like that that's hurting us. Like that creates pain. It creates resentment. Okay, that's too many. It fell out. The card that we're looking for flew across the room. Hold on. Okay, we have luck is on your side. New moon and Sag. New moon and Sag. That's maybe something is going to be happening at the end of the year, around December. Maybe that's when you'll finally let this go. Maybe February. You're definitely ready for this, though. Like, you're ready to make this movement. I know it's a big change, so it feels it has this feeling that's like of risk associated with it. That's why you've been so okay to like tie your own hands about the situation and call it like doing the loving thing. When the loving thing would be to let go of something that you don't really want anymore. to send it on its way. It also says luck is on your side. By the way, all my other messages came from like not the words, but like luck is on your side. Any sort of fear, hesitancy that you're feeling about letting go of what doesn't align with you any longer. Like when you finally do that, you're going to see that like that things really align, things really unfold, flow in a beautiful way out of that situation, out of that decision, out of that release. Yeah, out of that release. This sort of feels like I'm seeing like this, you know, those little like, I don't know what they're called. They're like little like hot air balloon candles. I don't know, like the thing that you light on fire and there's like a paper thing and it like floats up into the air. It's like that. It's like giving this thing back to the universe, releasing it, letting it, the energy of it move on somewhere else to something else. Really step into the frequency of love. Yeah, stepping into the frequency of love rather than forcing yourself into devotion as a substitute for love. Devotion is not a substitute for love. Devotion is great. It's meaningful. It's powerful. It's more meaningful. It's more powerful when there's actually love behind it. And it is in no way a substitute. Okay, so if this reading resonated, give it a like, comment down below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, share this with someone, and I will see you back next week, Sag. Bye.